Hello guys, the Historical Gamer here, and today we're going to be discussing my first impressions of the trailer of the newly announced Pokémon game announced on the recent Pokémon Day, Pokémon Legends Z to A, and my thoughts on what it will be and if it will be good. So first of all, I'd like to look at it if it was set in the past. So we really don't have much to work off of, but something we do have is that half the trailer is drawings of Lumio City. Now, a lot of people are very disappointed that it seems to not be going back to the Great Pokémon War, but I think it still could. So my idea for the past is that this game takes place about, say, 6 months after the Great Pokémon War. And say in the Great Pokémon War, Lumio City got demolished. You could start in the ruins of Lumio City. You're like the architect that's gonna be redesigning Lumio City. And on your drawing pad, you have to draw the city plan for Lumio City. And the gameplay loop will include designing Lumio City and also trying to please people and have people, like your design and not object to it. And there's also kind of like a side plot of your character technically knows about the Great Pokémon War, but you aren't given information about it as a player, and as you talk to NPCs over the course of the game, you learn more and more about it. Also, the building could be going on while you're doing more planning, because I think that would be really interesting. Hitting Ryan here. Maybe instead of you actually planning the city, you're just getting the resources for it. Now, on to what would be like in the future. Now, for the future, they could just do that same idea, except you make Lumio City on something similar to an iPad, maybe an AR headset with kind of the neon art style shown in the trailer. And of course, the reason wouldn't be the Great Pokémon War. Maybe it'd be the incorporating the Z, which probably means Zygarde. Maybe Zygarde gets angry and destroys Lumio City, which is why you're redesigning it. I honestly think you could have quite an epic final battle against Zygarde in its 100% complete form. Also, the animation for all the Zygarde cells gathering into Zygarde, that would be sick. That'd be really amazing. Now, this focuses a lot less on Lumio City, so this one probably won't happen, but I still would love to see it happen. Zygarde is meant to be a key part of maintaining Pokemon's ecosystem, so why not explore the idea of what Pokemon's ecosystem would look like if Zygarde wasn't helping maintain it? We could have the return of Team Flare, and say Team Flare breaks down Zygarde and is planning to use the messed up ecosystem as a way to take over Kalos. And of course, to take over Kalos, they have to take over Lumio City, which is my idea of how to implement Lumio City into all of this. You've got to go around getting groups of Zygarde cells. So the idea is you've got to catch a certain number of Pokemon that have over a certain base stat total, say 500 or maybe 550. Now, this would be really, really hard because of, the messed up ecosystem. The game progresses, the ecosystem can get messed up, more and more messed up as the game goes on. It's barely recognizable, and the situation of course gets more and more dire. And you end on Z, which would be Zygarde, probably. Then Lysander, because at the end of X and Y, Lysander gets hit by the ultimate weapon, making him immortal. He can have the remaining Zygote cells, and he actually will use them against you in his fight. And like it could have a second gameplay style where Team Flare repeatedly launches raids on Lumio City, and you've got to defend Lumio City, and maybe even fortifying it, including the rebuilding Lumio City idea. But then again, I have to re-emphasize that this is extremely unlikely and just speculation. Just like to quickly talk about the megas, because they've been all but confirmed because like of the mega symbol at the end of the trailer. If it was in the past, maybe it could have new megas for fossil Pokemon, and maybe some of the past Paradox Pokemon, and maybe even some new Paradox Pokemon that get new megas. And it's kind of the same idea for the future, though I really don't have many ideas when it comes to the megas. I just want to look at one last point, and I definitely think Legend Z-A could save the Pokemon franchise. I think they should abandon remakes in the style of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I just think they should have the Let's Go games, which are for beginners, the mainline games, which are kind of a combination of the two styles, and the Legends games for more hardcore fans. Let's Go remakes can be extremely linear, while the Legends Arceus style remakes, so Legends remakes, are more open. That's all for today, guys. Remember to leave a like and subscribe, as well as comment to see if, I should continue giving first impression videos. This was the Historical Gamer, and goodbye.